Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are here to try a list that's obviously competing for one of the best decks, but we're playing Stompy's list, which provides really interesting changes and really does pique my interest. And usually I'm pretty bad with this deck, so let's see if this can make me any better. As you can see here, we are playing Mono Blue Terror, a deck that usually tries to dump a Cryptic Serpent or Tolarian Terror, or even a Delver, as quick as possible, and then use Spell Pierce and Counterspell as protection, along with Boomerang, just to disrupt the opponent long enough to kill them with 5/5s or 6/5s, or even 3/2 flyers. So the thing that's really interesting about this deck is there's a one-off Artful Dodge, which has been in and out of play for quite a while, especially the fact that you can self-mill it and then just pay 1 blue, flashback, give something unblockable for a turn, and get in for that extra damage. It's almost like a blue Fire Blast to some extent. Other than that, this is the really interesting card that I do like. We're playing 1 Sleep of the Dead, which is a blue for tap and target creature. It doesn't untap, which is great. But then it's also got Escape, so you can exile 3 cards from your graveyard and cast it from your graveyard. This really is great against like Ponza, because you can just keep tapping down the Writhing Chrysalis, and then it's indefinitely removed almost, and then you just get in with enough guys that you sort of kill them. That's the sort of hope. If that plays out like that, we'll see. And then after that, we're on the 4 Boomerang build, but there's also no nonsense. There's no Force Spike, no Disrupt, all that sort of stuff. We're just running 3 Spell Pierce. But then the standard 4 Thought Scours, 4 Mental Notes, but then we've got 2 Ponders, 4 Brainstorms as well, and then some Deep Analysis just to round it off. I really do like this list. I am dubious about 15 Islands, but maybe that's just because I know Magic Online hates me. So we'll see if that ends up coming back to bite us. And then in the sideboard is sort of fairly self-explanatory. We have 3 Annul effects, 4 Hydroblast effects, 3 Still Sabotage, and these double up as sort of Still Sabotage is great against Affinity, Annul's great against Affinity, but it's also great against Bogles, but good against Glee combo, all that sort of stuff. Then we've got a 1-off Dispel, 2 Memory Mystics to go wide and on the control decks and stuff, then 2 Demon Theoria just for extra removal. The thing that I do like about this sort of card is it works with Thought Scour, so you can use it as double, like a actual removal spell. So you can Demon Fury or something, and then you can Thought Scour your opponent to make them mill the top 2 cards. So let's see if that ends up coming up, but it's just good against extra, when you need extra removal against big fatties, all that sort of stuff. So that's the deck. Fairly self-explanatory. Nothing too exciting apart from obviously the one of Sleep of the Dead and the one of Artful Dodge. Let's see how we get on. See you guys for round 1. Here we are, guys, back for round number 1. I think this hand's pretty capable. We have 2 Lorien revealed, so we're on effectively 3 lands. We have a Thought Scour and a Counterspell. We're against Mono Red. Huh? Oh, Mono Red Burn. Spicy. Let's play Island and pass. So we need, I think we have to actually Thought Scour ourselves here. Maybe not actually. With the Thermocast, we actually probably need to get the Island right, because we'll likely want to Boomerang that. This seems like a good card to make them waste their turn. Do we? Yeah, I think we actually probably wait, right? So we'll take the 1. So they'll ping, play a burn spell. Ping. I have a ping be in my draw step or upkeep or something. And then they'll play a burn spell here, and then we'll bounce it. Oh. I guess I just count this one. Draw. Pondar. So island cycle for an island here. 3 spells, right? So then they'll ping us. If they were pinging us and then playing a guy, I don't understand. I'm gonna bounce this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot. Are you gonna bolt him and tab? Yep. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Terra. Aloha. And then we have Counterspell up. We're on 10. So we kind of do need the Counterspell up. And then we need to start attacking. We have 4 turns of attacking when they've got 5 cards in hand. It's not looking hopeful. But we need something like if they tap out for a Thermocast, Thermo Alchemist, I could die here to Bolt Fire Blast. So I'm not gonna tap out. I'm just gonna untap. Spell Base was a great draw actually. I haven't played a land this turn. I kind of want both. I want to go Island, Spell Pierce, Island, no shuffle, and if I attack for 5, Epicure is really awkward. If I attack for 5, they attack for 1, put me at 6, which then actually puts me in a range of a lot of things. But then if I don't attack, I think I needed another threat there. I probably needed to shuffle, right? Oh, thank God. Thank God for that. Lavados. Okay. So they do have 3 cards and 1's a Thermo, right? I'm hoping to sort of tap out for a Thermo Alchemist, but I can't imagine that being the case. Yes. So there were Thermo 2 unknowns. There's another Lava Dart. Oh, Skewer. So they've got Thermo plus an unknown. I'm gonna Thought Scour them so I can draw my Spell Pierce. Mill the Fire Blast. Ooh, not untap in case they do have a Fire Blast. Not tap out, sorry. I don't want another island. Stop giving me an island. We'll play land. Thought Scour ourselves. What did we mill? Oh, Brainstorm Island. Thought Scour ourselves again. Cryptic Serpent Mental Note. And then I look at casting the Brainstorm end of turn. And the reason is, if I play Brainstorm and then play Terror, then I don't have double protection up, which I sort of want to keep it pretty much all times. So here's sort of what I wanted, because I do want to counterspell this because of the 2 Lava Darts in the bin. And we'll Brainstorm. We're looking for threats. Or we get islands. At least we've got 2 Spell Pierces. So we won't play the island, we don't need to. If we play we could Deep Analysis ourselves, but we got 2 and then die to 2 Lava Darts. So, but then we die to 2 Lava Darts that are in the graveyard, but then also they have 3 cards in hand. So like if they have triple bolt here, so we Spell Pierce that one. The problem is we now need to dodge 2 rounds of burn because, so say if they have another burn spell here, we have to counter that as well. Another burn, oh no, they're discarding Thermo. Okay. Very close to the wire. Do they have another burn spell? Do they have a second burn spell? Let's go. If we got there, whoo! Managed to steal game 1, let's go. So, we want the Hydros. I also think Demon Fury is actually better than Boomerang. I also don't think Dispel's very good. I don't think they have many instants. I have what? Fire Blast and Lightning Bolt. Lava Spike, Skewer. I guess I have Lava Dart as well. Lava Spike, Skewer. Reckless, any Reckless Impulse, Rends, Resolve effects, Sorcery. Yeah. Unsure. I also don't think... I think 2 Deep Analysis doesn't seem great. 1 Boomerang. A Sleep of the Dead also doesn't seem great since they can untap their guy. Artful Dodge is interesting. Mainly because they actually do have blockers. They have Thermocast, probably Kessig Flame Breather, and also Voldar and Epicure. But I don't know if that means it should still make the cut. I can see cut them 1 and then do a Shave and a Ponder here. I think keeping the Boomerangs in is probably quite useful, right? Because we're not going to really use it for hitting the lands, but we are using it to reset the Thermo for a turn. Same with Demon Fury. No threat currently, but 3 lands and 2 self-mill effects with 2 pieces of interaction. I think this is fine. I think it's okay, this. They keep 7. And they're playing Epicure probably. Or a Bolt. A Bolt. Okie dokie. I would have liked a threat there to sort of work with. But or work towards, I should say. If they play a Thermal, we'll Hydro. They're a Reckless Impulse. I think this is still worth. This is still worth Hydro, I think. They'll most likely have Red Elemental Blasts as well, which we'll have to contend with. I was thinking, what's he casting for 0? Cryptic Serpent, huh? Okay. Cool. So we have Counterspell up here. Lava Spike Me is fine. And anything else. Okay, so we will Mental Note ourselves. 1, 2, 3. Iron Cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crack this. Oh. Target those. Don't mill something too exciting, please. Can't spell Brainstorm. I can draw a Brainstorm. Oh. We'll pass hold up Counterspell. And then we'll probably Brainstorm end of turn. Looking at probably shipping at least one of these islands to Range Resolve. I'm not going to count because I have a dedicated game plan right now. It's turn 4, so do they have a 4th land for this Flame Breather? They do not. Brainstorm. Terror. So we probably want both islands gone here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually think I do want a Brainstorm too. It's pretty bad, but it's more just to get a spell in the bin. We do see an extra card though. So here we get to. This costs 2, and so does this, right? May as well play the 6/5. And then we can hold up double counter. I wonder if they've got a red Elemental Blast. They do not. And I wonder if they're going to bolt end of turn. They're on 14. They're going to bolt us here end of turn. That's fine. We'll look at when the play this, we'll counter this. 3 cards in hand. Counter target red spell. Tormod's Crypt is. It's annoying, but it's fine. We already have a 6/5 in play. I have to crack it now. Yep. That's fine. We're drawing an island. 4. And we're going to hit you for 6 for 4 turns until they die. I have 2 pieces of interaction. Should be okay, right? He says. Famous last words. The fact that they're bringing in Tormod's Crypt as well is not. I don't want to say good for us, but I think I'm going to count this. They're only on 2 cards. And stuck on 3 lands as well right now. Again, we still have a piece of interaction. Delver. Might as well play this land out in case I draw like a Lorien Revealed. 8. Again, also, this is also pretty interesting that if this flips, it's lethal as well. So, they might have to bolt the Delver. Thermal. Red. Oh. Easy. I wonder if it was going to flip. It was not. So they would be on 1 and we'd have no interaction, but they'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could play both threats as well. I don't know if that was needed, but it's something that we could have considered. Anyways, see you guys for round number 2. So here we have a 1-lander with Delver Brainstorm. I think that's totally fine though. I think we just keep that. We go Delver into Brainstorm in upkeep. Make this flip and hopefully get a 2nd land. That's sort of our hope. Interesting to see what we do with the sleep, depending on what they're on as well. So they're on Ponza. So this sleep should hopefully, in theory, come in quite useful. Do we not play the Delver? The chances of being on Ponza, 50-50, right? If they're on Ponza, that's fine, we lose. If they're on not Ponza, then we have a chance to obviously. And they're splitting their things up because of Boomerang, which is actually quite good because they now can't play Thermocast, right? Of this. So let's Brainstorm in response. None of these are lands. So let's flip this Delver. 3. I don't need the 2nd Thermocast. We attack for 3, and then hopefully they're not on Ponza and then just make a mistake. 2, 4, 5. We can play Writhing Chrysalis. We can play Avenging Hunter. To play Avenging Hunter, it's pretty weird, but if they're Writhing Chrysalis. So this Sleep of the Dead should be pretty good. I don't know why I did that. I should have Island Cycled before I drew the Thought Scour. That was a mistake. I guess I play another Delver. And then I start milling myself over the next few turns. No point in attacking because this guy has reach. Not that you can see, you have to, open it up. But it does have reach. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 mana here, but the one at one card. 5, 6, 7. Altar Saw. My last card, Altar Saw, is pretty sad. 6. Bonza players, man, they find it so hard to count. Asimos, so they are on the land destruction build. That's a lot worse. We're very lucky in the fact that they didn't have one. I'm assuming you're attacking for 2. Cool. Is this gonna flip? Sack and sack. I do need to sort of hit land drops for the sleep. It is Delver of Secrets. I do not want to reveal this card, but I also do want to mental about myself. And it was nothing. Let's go. I think when you're running 15 lands, though, you have to... Rude. You have to sort of be... Sort of like this, I guess. 10. Pick 10 and then see what we get here. Cool. So, I think Demon Fury is fine. I think Murmur Mystic's quite interesting. Definitely worth considering. A Null is not really worth considering. Hydros, again, aren't really... They're really awkward because Writhing Chrysalis, it doesn't hit because it's devoid. So even though it's red, it's got red in its pips, it's not red. So you basically only hit Boredom Party, right? So it's kind of like pretty poor there. I think cutting the Deep Analysis is fine, and probably cutting something like the Ponders. And you want to keep the Sleep, you want to keep the Apple Dodge and go from there. And try and go a little bit wider. I don't hate this. You want to keep Boomerangs in and you want Demon Inferior. So I want to keep this, but I also don't want to Delver on one. Because I want a Boomerang on 2. So that means I want to Island Cycle them on. Unless I somehow have no turn 1 player. Yep. So Island Cycle here. Draw. Murmur Mystic's fine. Get Boomeranged. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Arbor Elf, huh? Land. Woo! So let's Brainstorm. Then let's put Murmur Mystic, Mental Note. Yeah, it's got Murmur Mystic, Mental Note. Play land. Play Demon Fury on this. Goodbye. Would you like to draw an Arbor Elf in 2 turns' time? They put it on the bottom. If they did decide to put it on top, we had a Thought Scour as well to try and screw them even more, but they must have more lands and stuff like that. Flips. So flip a Mental Note. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. So we want a Mental Note. We don't really care about the Murmur Mystic, right? Then draw. Double Island I would rather have not had. I would rather have had the Murmur Mystic. To be honest. But here we've got Spell Pierce. If they want to blow up a land as well, they can. That's totally fine. Wild Growth is okay. Process Repurposer or... So, I don't actually care about this. I don't think. And that was a much better start. Obviously, Boomerang in their land is pretty impressive. Of the under the land destructions. But like, obviously at this point it doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just gonna spell pieces. So they have to pay for it. And then they can't play anything after that. Fine by me. Fine by me. So they have to have a repurposer here, right? I don't know. Okay. Is there an Arbor Elf? If I haven't got an Arbor Elf, they're just dead. I don't understand. Like, I don't even need this to flip. Yep. So, it was flipping, but... yeah. I think this is fine. I think the Murmur Mystic's the one that I'm on the fence on. Basically, if like happened there and we stumble them about, make them, surprise them and they're just sitting there trying to catch the marbles and they're like, oh my god, what's going on? And then time set up. like, it's not very good. But then, they keep 7. That's pretty sad. But then if this is fine, bottom and an apple dodge. But then if we get a long game where it's just a bunch of board stalls, like Writhing Chris's and all that sort of stuff, then Murmur Mystic shines in that scenario. We're playing Island. No threat here, which is pretty sad. So do we Spell Pierce the ramp spell? Oh, it looks like they've just got a Thermocast. Sure. So we pass the turn here. Red land, huh? Mental note ourselves. Hopefully don't mill a threat. We'll just double mental note here. Just hard mill. We hit a Sleep of the Dead, which is pretty nice. And a Boomerang. So I'm just going to play Delver. And then I'm going to hold up Counterspell. Or Boomerang, I guess. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What are you going to do with your 5 mana? 3. 4. Writhen Chrysalis. Huh? You get your 2 spawns. Goodbye. You attacking for 1? I feel like you're attacking for 1, right? Okay. Don't attack for 1. Flip. 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 Yes. This costs 2. But other than that, I think I'm fine. We've got a 3 to death. That's my game plan. So we need to hope that they haven't got land destruction right now, is probably where we're at. 4, 5, 6. No. So they have 7, so they can alter saw. 6, 7, so he's an alter saw. So we're just hoping for not a big for a Utopia spell, huh? So when I counter this, do I want to spell pierce this or do I just boomerang it? I feel like I saw I want to spell pierce this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna spell pierce this. This might be bad. Cryptic Serpent, huh? So attack for 3. Maybe I shouldn't have spell pierce now because I don't have any protection for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm fine. Just Cryptic Serpent though. We don't have any interaction whatsoever because both of these basically cost 3 and this costs 2 on our turn. If they have a land destruction spell, it's pretty sad. There's also a lot of if they have a threat, it's not the end of the world because we have a boomerang or a demon inferior. Like this is a fine threat. Like this is I say threat. This is just a body. This is a body where it's gonna block here. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can. I don't even know what the best way forward is. I think it's probably just play the land, and then attack, let them block, let them play the threat, and then we'll just deal with the stuff after. Assuming there's no land destruction, we should be okay, right? The block there, that's fine. They take 3, go down to 11. But we can boomerang the threat. And we can demon theory it as well. So, they're on 11. 4 more hits with the Delver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5. Like Avenging Hunter's a fine threat. Like for us, that's good for us. Alter Saw's the most annoying, especially if it hits big. Scred. 1, 2, 3, 4. They haven't even put a Snowland in here, so they can kill a Delver. That's so odd. 2, 4. Why would you not put the Snowland in? Sure. This isn't a Snowland. Whoopsie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I boomerang this? 6, 9. I don't think I boomerang. I could boomerang this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess you might as well boomerang the Arbor Elf if that's the case. Maybe I don't boomerang anything. And then just try to Demon Inferior this. Second from top. Boop. Goodbye. They chose bottom. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess they're gonna think like block this, then they don't have enough mana. Okay, fair enough. That is totally fair. Throw land anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Avenging Hunter. I wonder what they're not running. I find it really funny that this is literally cost them the game. It's so funny. We'll mill ourselves 2. 50% Talarian Terror. Lorien revealed, huh? So let's boomerang this. Let's swing. Right. And then this works out quite nicely because A, I have a counterspell for it, and B, if I didn't, if I didn't draw this counterspell, it didn't actually matter that much because this land allows me to Sleep of the Dead and hold up a 2-mana piece of interaction that I could draw, like for the Sleep of the Dead. So if they play that, I can just Sleep of the Dead anyways. But I do have a counterspell, so doesn't really matter to me. 4, 5. Goodbye. Bye-bye. We blued, people. See you guys for round number 3. Hey guys, welcome back here to round number 3. I think we're on the draw, so the boomerang's a bit worse, but I do think this is okay. Like, we've got a brainstorm, counterspell. We have plenty of lands. Conjure Pylon, huh? Main Dredge. Dredgerino. Seems like a solid one. Seems like a solid one. Gnaw to the bone. Not the greatest thing for us to see, that is. But all good. We will work our way around it. We could look at spell piercing here like a Malevolent Rumble. That card to see play. They're playing like 8 pylons. Let's go. Do it. I love it. Yes. Scrap work mutt though. Okay. Do they mill do they hit a Thinkweed as well? Oh. What is this? What is this? Let's brainstorm. We don't need a second land, and we probably don't need a second spell piece, right? Well, I guess actually they've got Dread Return, but we don't need the boomerang. Or I guess I just double land and then keep, and then hold up. Yeah, I think that's probably better actually. Just double land, draw the land, and then look at holding up counterspell, and then we can brainstorm Mental Note next turn. They get to attack for 2 here. Scrap work mud. I don't think I care too much. It's the mill that I'm more worried about. Like if they hit the Thinkweed, they hit a land. Okay, that's good. They must have another land, surely. Surely. You're not crazily just cutting a land, right? And just straight up, I don't need a 3rd land. Okay. It's alright then. The spell play is obviously great against Dread Return, good against the Gnaw of the Bone. Counterspell obviously good against hitting that important Referral cast. Well, they'll get there. So I don't need a second boomerang. I don't need a 4th island. Just Mental Note. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This currently costs 1. Currently costs 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. So do I tap out here? I think I just. Okay. Hi. I'm overly not concerned. I don't think. Depending on what they do here, like they can flash it back if they really want to dome me for 5. 4 cards in hand. Gnaw to the Bone's the only thing I'm sort of concerned about. Just hard cast a Dread Return on a troll. Oh, on this dude. Okay. That's fine. That actually doesn't bother me whatsoever. No attacks, sure. Weirdly enough, I could have done with a 4th land. Fine. 6. I'm assuming you're gonna block. You're not blocking. Okay. And then next time we can play another one, but we also have Spell Pierce up for if the Dread Return here. The Gargantuan's quite interesting though, because it's a guy that just adds 5 damage threat. To be honest. Prowler, sure. You got it. And they can also pay for a Spell Pierce. So the mill 3, they pick a land, probably a Grotto. Right? I don't think they need all the colours at this point, right? And I think if they do Dread Return here, say the Troll, which is likely what they're gonna try and do. They can play a land as well this turn. And if they try to play Dread Return a Troll, we sort of just Mental Note ourselves, I think. Is probably best. Hopefully we do hit our 4th land that's not this one. That obviously we decided we didn't need for some reason. Why did I think that? So they chose Hidden Grotto but then played a Forest. I guess they want to hold up Gnaw to the Bone. The one we got, what, 2 guys in the bin? Attack for 4, sure. What about 14? Are they going to dread return a troll? I guess that's the interesting thing. They are not. So, I will mental note, because if they do want to gnaw to the bone to gain 4, that's fine by me. Talarian Terror, huh? Land. So, do I go Terror? Terror, hold up, counterspell, spell pierce? I think we attack for 6 first, because then that'll sort of gauge what we need to do. Block. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then I think I actually want to go Cryptic Serpent. Terror. Pass. And then we can Spell Pierce and Gnaw, if that's what the plan on doing here. Casting is not the bone. Spell Pierce. So we are tapped out, right? So that's not nothing. Like, it is an actual issue that we are tapped out and don't have our Spell Pierce counter spell up, but they're on 13. They have 6 cards in hand, one's a Hidden Grow. So they only have 5 cards in hand, effectively. They have a land drop for the turn. And a Gargantuan. So that's 6 mana. So they can play Gargantuan next turn. But then also, we can just Artful Dodge as well. And just go Artful Dodge. And that's 12. So they might just tap out here, cast a Gargantuan, go to 12. So they play an end. Okay. It's pretty annoying, because it's a 5/7, but no attacks. So let's brainstorm here. Terror, Delver. If I swing all out here, I lose my Terror. Well, actually, I'll probably lose a 6/5, right? So then we're gonna put that on, then put that on top. Still gonna swing. We need them to try and trade stuff. They're blocking all of them. They're blocking them all. I maybe should have actually, yeah. Goodbye. Terror. I maybe should have bottomed put the counter spell there instead of the Delver. And then just tapped out for massive threats. So then from here, we're just going to go swing, and then Artful Dodge to finish them is probably what I'm hoping. But we need them also not to gain life. So our shields are down, sort of. But we can effectively, from next turn, hold up counterspell for something important, hold up spell pierce for something when they tap low, and then have Artful Dodge to finish off the game, is sort of my hope and game plan. We don't have sleep, which also, again, would be good. The Sleep of the Dead. But still fine. Still good. Stinkweed Imp, huh? Sure. So they go block, take 10. Go and play another. Exhume. Will you get a 6/5 out of this? Oh. I don't think I care. Like, I don't care if they get a troll, right? Oh, they're gonna end. Probably should have spell pierced that, but oh well. Rubber belt. Okay. They have Gargantuan. Go for a sure. So they go block, take 10 still. Artful Dodge. Back it up. Yeah, I think I just attack. Block. Take 10, go to 3. I don't think they're gonna kill us on the backswing. I could be wrong, but oh no. Can you counter an unearth? I can't remember. I don't think you actually can you? Oh no. No. Yes. That's okay. Woo! So they're gaining 9 here. Okay. Alpha Dodge. I actually think they've just missed lethal. I don't think you can yeah, I don't think you can counter Unearth, right? So they can flash this in, discard the Gargantuan, and then Gargantuan us for 5. And we have a counter spell up as well for if they have a Gnaw to the Bone. Which I'm assuming they do. Because gaining 9 off food tokens doesn't quite cut it. Oh. I put you at 6. I probably should have spell pierced the Exhume, but overall I don't think it ends up mattering. I think Demon Fury seems good. This spell is good against Gnaw to the Bone, and that's sort of it. I don't know if the matchup comes down to Gnaw to the Bone though. They also, I guess they do put in like Rotten Reunion as well. Do I want Murmur Mystic? Is the game going to turn into that? I don't think so. So on the draw, put a Boomerang, put a Ponder, Sleep, Artful Dodge, all seem great. Cut a Deep Analysis. Actually, probably not a Deep Analysis. Probably a Spell Pierce, right? I think that seems fine. Spell Pierce is a real weird one because it does act. What the hell? We go to 6. They begin at 7. We mull to 6. And we have a 2-lander effectively. And we don't really want to get rid of anything. I would much rather keep this 7-card hand. Can I not keep this 7-card hand? We want to bottom probably a 2nd Serpent, right? Yeah. We're going to have to try and Delver them out pretty quickly. So we're going to go turn 1 Delver. Turn 2, are we Lorry Reveal? No, we're trying to brainstorm. I guess if we draw a 2nd land here, we'll brainstorm to Thought Scour or brainstorm a Shuffle. So just mill it. But I guess we'll respond to the trigger, Lorry Reveal, try and pull an island, and then they're gonna exhume here. Oh no! Oh, well, the game's over. It's actually not that bad, but I do kind of need a blind flip here though. No. Oh, that wasn't the card that it said, but okay. I guess it was the island off the Lorien revealed. But we'll brainstorm in turn here into hopefully brainstorm Thought Scour Terror, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Interesting that they kept this sort of thing in. Obviously, we do have boomerangs, demon inferiors, all that sort of stuff. Well, they don't know we have demon inferiors, but we showed them boomerang, right? They're gonna exhume again. Don't have double exhume. Come on. Alright, okay. Woof. Woof. I thought I was about to get got. Milling a land. Okay. Well, discard a land. Good. Brainstorm. Counterspell mental Artful Dodge. I want to break free. I guess I do these. So we'll reveal that, then we'll mental note. So we'll let this flip. Snuff out. Do I counterspell this? How much do I actually care? Probably not enough, right? Yeah, around 16 actually. No, probably not enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. That guy's gone. This ability still resolves, right? Do I want to reveal a brainstorm? Do I want to keep a brainstorm? Probably not. We already have a brainstorm. We're doing another counterspell. Okay. Alright. That's worked out quite nicely. But we still need an answer for this troll. Snuff outs is what they've brought in. Sure. Makes sense. We'll probably look at brainstorming here and then either Cryptic Serpent or holding up because they're going to hit us for 6 here, put us to 8. Wayfinder. Okay. So the whiff, but they get Dread Return. Lotless. They have 3 creatures in the bin right now. So we're effectively going to need to Terror, huh? So we're going to brainstorm. Game Inferior is great. Especially with the land. So we'll put Cryptic Serpent, Ponder. We'll Game Inferior this. Goodbye. Where are you putting it? You put it on top, huh? So I don't think we can play the Terror this turn, unfortunately. I think we have to hold up Counterspell because there's a chance that they just mill 5, hit quite a lot of creatures. But then next turn we can play probably Cryptic Serpent. I guess there's 5 creatures, 5. Yeah, that would have been lethal. So here they can attack for 3, put us to 5. Yeah. Play a creature, Dread Return. Thinkweed, sure. Surely you're going for this, right? You have a Gnaw to the Bone too. They are not going for it. Okay. Draw. So do I have to hold a double counterspell here? Also, that's really annoying. I put that the wrong way around. I actually should have been... I guess I can't double, can I? Can't double unblockable. I guess I play... There's a Ponder. Ponder Terror, hold up single counterspell. I want all of these right now. Like, right now, I want all of these. Cryptic Serpent. 3 mana here. I guess something like this. Maybe should have got the land there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we attack here. Are they gonna block? They are. Okay. That's fine. My guy dies. We play another one. I probably should have counterspelled it the first time round, right? I was so fixated on them trying to dread return Lotleth Giant that it never ended up working. So here they have Gnaw to the Bone too. An extra land's also quite scary. They didn't mill. Just exhume. They can just exhume a Lotleth Giant, right? We've got 6 cards, so we have to count this. And then they can just play a guy here for 2 and then dread return. Yeah, I think I definitely played that wrong. But it's fine. It's no problem. We still get those. We're on the play. We have a Delver, a Thought Scar. Okay. We're just going to try and aggro them, which I like. That's no problem here. So we're going to Delver here, try and flip. And then we can... We have a Demon Inferior for an early guy as well, which is quite nice. So say if they do early Exhume. So we go Land Delver. No real shocking surprises here. I'm assuming they're going to lead on some sort of Conduit Pylon. But we will see. They've skipped their turn. Line Flip. Take that. And the counterspell as well. To boot. I don't know if they're meant to skip the turn to discard a Stinkweed. It like almost looks intentional. But yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming they didn't mean to, but could be wrong. But we have a counterspell here. Which is pretty good. They're not going to play anything here, but we will then Thought Scour ourselves end of turn. And then we can just... Wait, what? I'm so confused. Right? I also forgot to Thought Scour myself end of turn. I was that confused. Good job we had the third land. And we drew a Delver anyways, so... Gonna hit for 3. I'm really confused. They skip the turn again to discard an irrelevant card that they're probably not going to cast. There's no way they kept a no-lander, right? They play a Bog. Huh? Okay. What you gonna do? Demon Inferior Delver. Blind Flip. I would like to reveal the Dispel. Sure. 6. 1, 2. The Dispel was obviously mainly for what I would think was hate pieces and obviously hate pieces and Gnaw to the Bone. Obviously this matchup has definitely not come down to that at all. Roll. They keep a no-lander with 1 million like land cyclers or something. Haunted my... I'm so confused. So very, very confused. So we have Counterspell and Dispel that they know about, and they're just fine to still play it on 2. What could they possibly have here? Like, Land Stinkweed Imp doesn't do it. Land Gnaw to the Bone doesn't do it, because they know about the Counterspell and Dispel. I am so confused. But we dealt with people. It happens. Our opponent also skipped their turn twice. I do think if they do somehow find an answer to them, I think we were not in trouble, but getting close to it. 3, 4. So we could play a Cryptic Sim, so maybe not. Anyways, see you guys for round number 4. Hey guys, welcome back here to round number 4. And we are on the play. His hands are keep. We've got early interaction here with Spell Pierce, Counterspell, and Sleep of the Dead. But we can just also Mental Note as well, depending on what to do. So save, which is quite nice. We can play Island here, hold up spell pace / mental note into counter spell. A Brainstorm would be nice, obviously, to throw away the deep analysis, but it's not the end of the world. We're in Cester, who was, to be fair, I haven't versed him in a while. Last time they were on the red green madness deck, which I doubt they're on now, but interesting to see. Let's go. Apologies with the light glaring. I had to open the window because it was absolutely boiling. So windows are on the latch ready to go. They're going to wild growth here. The Arbor Elf. Sure. Lorien revealed and an island and draw a deep analysis. Boomerang, huh? Do I Sleep of the Dead this? Or I can hold up counter spell. I can Sleep of the Dead, hold up spell pierce, which I don't hate. I actually think I prefer that. Tap. It don't untap. And then we'll hold up spell pierce for the likely wild growth effect. Forest. Oh, that. Whoa! I got. What the hell? That is not what I expected. Okay. Error, huh? We're just gonna pass the turn here. Elves. I really didn't expect elves, you know. That makes it so much harder. Elvish Vanguard. 2, 3. So still have 3 mana after this. Or they'll have 4 mana after this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have to say okay to this. I can boomerang this back. I need to be cautious of something like a Timberwatch Elf. So regardless, they still have 3 mana. Yeah. I could have boomeranged this, but I feel like I need to answer the inevitable Timberwatch Elf. Arbor Elf. Because Timberwatch is the key. And bouncing it's not going to answer it, where I can bounce this and reset it. So like once they've exploded the hand, made this giant, I boomerang this, they've now got a 1/1. And the Exile Rift Saw. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can tap out, which actually I don't hate doing. Tap out for Tolarian Terror. It's not great, but they've got 1 card in hand. We just have to hope they don't have a lead the Stampede to sort of... That's my biggest concern. Whiff. They didn't... I guess the plus side is they didn't hit hard, but they also didn't whiff. They're just gonna play all these, sure. Totally fine. This guy's now bigger. Spell piece is obviously now pretty bad. They're gonna hit for 7, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to... Racing these is really awkward. So if I boomerang this, I can't Cryptic Serpent. I Sleep in the Dead, I can't do anything else. So I think I just pass. And I have to boomerang the Elvish Vanguard. Is what I have to do here. Elves, huh? Yes. You can put a counter on there. I guess my concern is they're probably just going to swing all out, right? So here we go. Block here. And then bounce this. If they have a Vines, here we die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 for the Elvish Vanguard. I don't know how many know this. Not like that. Player 1, block, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. So, Murmur and Mystic Demon Inferior. Seem fine, right? We'll get rid of the spell pieces. And probably a deep analysis. A null doesn't really do anything. Dispel doesn't do anything. Still sabotaging and yeah. All that. I think the big thing there was so we have Brainstorm but no second land or no way of shuffling, so it's very... To say we Brainstorm here, don't hit a land, we lose. Or a Thought Scour effect, pretty much. I feel like we have to mulligan this, right? I feel like this is much better. Bottom the deep analysis here. I actually think what won them that game was the fact that they played Arbor Elf. In all honesty, the fact that they went Forest Arbor Elf made me think that they were Ponza or Ponza, like the ramp deck. Really was what sold them, because then I made a player like Sleep of the Dead, which I wouldn't have made otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could go boomerang here, but I'll probably just boomerang their card, like whatever the player here. Like if the player priest here, I'll just boomerang it. Vanguard. Boomerang. Goodbye. Draw. Delver, huh? 1, 2, 3. 4. We just need one spell here, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a 6/5, and then we're just going to play Delver Tolarian Terror and hope that we can get there. 3 lands. Priest of Titania, huh? Sure. We're going to attack for 6. It's pretty awkward that we basically just go threat, because they can definitely flood the board. This goes 2, right? I think this is the correct thing to do. And I feel like boomerang that Vanguard was also the correct thing to do. It really just sets us up for this quite nicely, but there is a world here where they definitely are not even that far stretch where this Vanguard can trade with one of these. They obviously have Jasper Sentinel as well if these flip. We're really hoping these Delvers flip, but obviously we're hoping for spells anyways. Sleep will be reasonable. Yeah, see what we get. Elvish Guidance. Okay. Sure. Now the Arbor Elf makes sense. Pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. Timberwatch, Jasper Sentinel, Jasper Sentinel. Okay, so they've got 2 blockers for these when they fly. 2. And the Timberwatch isn't online just yet as well, which is quite nice. So we really are hoping this guy flip. These 2 flip now. Back them up likely. Thought Scholar, yes. Thought Scholar, yes. Draw the Thought Scholar. Target us. Counterspell Cryptic Serpent. Right. So they can kill one Delver by double blocking. But then I don't know how well that pays off for them. They've got 4 cards in hand. One's a Timberwatch Elf. 3 unknowns. And they're trying to kill us next turn here. Obviously they're on 3 with 1 Reacher. So they need another Reach to block the Insectile. Or they need an Essence Warden, I guess. 3 for the Timberwatch. Okay. 4 cards in hand. So tap makes 6. I've got no coloured mana either, so at the moment. I don't know what else they could have. Rift Sower, sure. 9 mana. Jesus. Nyxborn for 8. 7. Nyxborn, actually, to be fair, Nyxborn Hydra would be pretty brutal. Gives them 2 reaches. And then Artful Dodge and Sleep would be the best draws there. And that's sort of what we're looking for as well, to be fair. Like, they're on 3. We either just need them to avoid a Reacher or we draw an unblockable / tappy thing. We gotta hope. And there's the Nyxborn Hide. Boomerang. So if we attack, they have to block with them all, so this dies. This dies. This stays alive though. Right? So this has to block here, this has to block here, them 2 have to trade here. Like, how awful is that they lose these? And then we still have a flyer, which we're then looking for an Artful Dodge for. I think that's fine. Like, they're not out the woods. They should have put this on here. I think they put this on the wrong guy. Now they lose both of these. I guess it's awkward for attacking, but the awkward thing about this is they have to, like, we lose a bit. Don't get me wrong. We lose this but they lose their 2 big bombs. Yeah. And now we wait for, now we wait for something like this. We're on 20, so the likelihood that this kills us is quite slim, I guess. Distant melody, but tapping the big guy. Okay. Do they have a Rift Sower? Not Rift Sower. Quirion? Yep. Yep. I guess the other worry now is Vines, right? Yeah. The distant melody again? Whoa, they are going deep. And they need another Reacher. They need another Nyxborn here, right? Timberwatch, sure. Quirion, sure. And Arbor Elf. Well, that's a minging setup, but they're on top that guy again, sure. Are you attacking for 8? Okay. So we're basically just going to brainstorm Demon Inferior the Nick Spawn Hydra, because if we bounce this stays in. Boomerang. 1, 2. So we brainstorm first, more because it reduces this. We put this back and this back, and then we go Artful Dodge on this. Can't be blocked, brat. Demon Fury, that too. You dead both ways. 2 ways. Woo! That was close. I probably shouldn't have Demon Fury, but I was concerned about... I actually don't even know what I was concerned about. I was concerned about them gaining life. I don't think we need to change anything. So here we have Brainstorm, Mental Note, plus Counterspell. Okay. But they're on the play, so that makes it a bit more awkward, but can't do anything about that. Unfortunately. So yeah, Arbor Elf. Elvish Guidance is an interesting one though, for sure. Murmuring Mystic really allows us to go wide, not only in the air, which they do struggle with, but also Priest of Titania, huh? You're gonna untap a forest, play an elf. Birch Law into something else is pretty revolting if that's okay. No. But they do have coloured mana. I maybe should have... Yeah, I should have brainstormed before the Birch Law resolved, to be honest, because they could spell pierce. Terra Island. So if I go... the card I put on... The card I press last, I draw, right? Because I want to draw the island. So I can hold up Counterspell here. So draw the island. Hold up Counterspell. If they don't play anything relevant, Mental Note. If they do play something relevant, counter it, then Mental Note in my upkeep. Unfortunately, don't have any removal to sort the priest. I've just got to let them explode. That's 1, 2, 3 at the moment. I also don't think... I don't know... That's fine. I don't know if... I don't know if Elvish Guidance is my worry as well. Because if they tap here, play Elvish Guidance on this land, I don't know if that's... This is fine also. Like, if they go super wide, like... I can sort of manage that. He's just attacking for 2. Okay. Good thing. And then we'll Mental Note end of turn. We drew another bomb. And we milled over a Demon Fury, which is pretty unfortunate, but... Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 2 cards in hand. So I think... So I can either hold up Counterspell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can hold up Counterspell something, and then just play double Cryptic Serpent next turn. I think that's probably the best bet. The only awkward thing is if they don't play anything. But then I guess I'm tapping out to play Murmuring Mystic. Like if they're just going to attack for 5 here. Or attack for a bunch. 4 out of 14, sure. Yep. I think this might... I'm unsure if this is a mistake. If you want to let me know in the comments if I should have like just played a bomb and let the 3 cards go. Birch Law. Okay. They're just passing. Oh my god. So many threats. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I feel like if I'm going to play anything, it's Murmuring Mystic, right? I feel like that's my plan. If I'm playing anything, it's Murmuring Mystic, because then I can Deep Analysis and hold up Counterspell, and then produce 3 threats. If they play something big here, I can't do anything about it. If they play Nick Spawn Hydra, I can't do anything about it. Elvish Vanguard. Is it Elvish Vanguard Timberwatch? That'll be minging. Lead. Like, I know that they're obviously holding on to these, but I can't do it. My hand is so bomb heavy that I can't... Oh my god. I can't do anything. Vanguard, Arbor Elf, Nick Spawn. I think I'm dead. I think, again, the problem here is the fail rate. Like, I've brainstormed, put a deep analysis, milled a random card. There's my Mental Note. Then drew bomb, bomb, bomb. Like, at the end of the day, you can't win matchups where that's you need interaction as well as bombs. Like, I get these 1 mana 5/5s, but they're not 1 mana 5/5s right now. They're 3 mana 5/5s because I don't have anything. So I'm just getting hit for 5 a turn, holding a Counterspell. It's just, unfortunately, it's the fill rate of the deck, I would say, more than anything. Then you've got Timberwatch, obviously, and now another bomb. Like, what are you supposed to do here? Please. So I'm just going to deep analysis here, pay 3. Jesus. And I have to hold up Counterspell for a Nick Spawn Hydra, right? Arbor Elf and Vanguard. And then I'm going to mill 2 Delvers. Is that the best thing to do? Discard 2 Delvers. I think so. Vanguard I can't do anything about. Big giant guy. This is Nick Spawn Hydra time. And the problem is as well with the Timberwatch, I don't think I can win because they just attack and it's your last card a counterspell. Oh, they held up double spell pierce. Even though they didn't need to. But okay. Got one card in hand. Yep. White. That's just probably the first thing that happened. First thing they pressed. Another Nick Spawn here. Yeah. Now this has got trample and I'm dead, right? I'm just straight up dead. I'm definitely dead. Cool. See you guys for the next one. Hey guys, welcome back to the 5th and final round. We are against a Paz, who's usually a Walls pilot. He's been recently playing a double combo sort of list with Utopia Sprawl and Arbor Elf. So we'll see how that gets on. I don't think it's particularly a great matchup, but we will see. Caretaker. We're going to play a Delver here. And we're basically going to look at Boomerang something big. Would be my thought process here. Next turn. We're going to tap, make a bunch of 1-mana things. Utopia Sprawl there. Could Boomerang that land, to be honest. Yes. I think I actually do want to Boomerang that land, you know. So, I think that lands... It does mean that they can play an Overgrown Battlement here. Freely. Tapping them to... Oh, the Forest Cycling. That's a lot better for us. All while attacking for 3 is really great for us, to be fair. I'll play land, ponder. Sleep of the Dead, huh? So, we want to do this, I guess. Use ponder's ability, no. And then we'll attack for 3. And then we'll look at double Mental Note Thought Scouring next turn. Into Sleep of the Dead / Cryptic Serpent, probably. Is sort of where I'm at. Play a Forest, have access to 3 mana here. They just cast a Drift. Is that? You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Yeah, let's Thought Scour, mill the 2 lands. Mental Note. Still draw land and have a counterspell, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got plenty of so Cryptic Serpent here. And then we'll pass. So we have Counterspell up, we have Boomerang as well. Quirion is pretty scary, but not the end of the world. They've played a land for the turn. It's really awkward because you kind of don't really want to Boomerang this. I think I'll just Mental Note. Spell Pierce, huh? Terror isn't the worst. We'll attack. I'm assuming this Flying Defender will block the 3-2. And then this 6-5 will go in. Oh, it gets blocked by here. Okay. Yeah. Is there a combat trick that I'm missing? Vines kicked, huh? So I think I'm gonna... Okay. We'll make them pay for the 2. And then we can't spell this. No, that was wrong. I completely forgot I could tap these for some reason. I don't know why. That's fine. So the Quirion Ranger dies. And then we'll just play another Terror. And then we have Boomerang Sleep of the Dead to get through. From 14. So we could actually just go sleep. Like sleep here. And then pass. Right, so we've showed us Vines. So looking at this list, because we have the advantage of following casting commons. So we can check out the 5-0 list that he just posted. There's only 2 red cards in the main deck, and the other red cards are Gorilla Shaman, so that's likely not going to happen. Other than that, they don't really run anything else. I don't think Murmuring Mystic's where we want to be. I just think we want Deep Inferior. They don't have any instance, right? And they're not board in any instance. I expected Red Elemental Blast, but that's not the case. So we'll just board in 2 Deep Inferiors. And likely take out probably the Deep Analysis, right? Half-Full Dodge seems great, and Sleep seems great. We could have took out 2 Ponders, but I don't think we need to. I feel like that seems like the best place to be, if I'm honest. So looking at this hand, we have Island Ponder into Counterspell / Brainstorm Mental Note. I feel like I'm happy to keep that. There's no reason to ship this, but also pretty great setup. And another threat too. I'm fine with the Ponder. I don't know how well this sets us up, is my only thought. I feel like a shuffle's probably better, right? Because we don't really want to be fanning around with these. We've already got that in hand. Let's shuffle. Lorien revealed fine. Overgrown Barmans. Okie dokie. So we'll pass the turn here. Look at counterspell and something relevant. Caretaker's not relevant. It's Brainstorm. So we don't want Delver. Do we want Delver? No, we don't want Delver. Right? Don't want Delver, don't want Mental Note. And then we'll just Mental Note ourselves. Woo! Draw. Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is not great whatsoever, but having Vines. Or. I played a land for the turn. I think I probably just want to Ponder here. And I probably want it in this order. And no, because I want to draw the Brainstorm. And then I'm going to have a Brainstorm, Shuffle, or Counterspell. Seems fine. They've now got coloured mana though. Like non-green mana. Axebane. Seems counterable. And it was an island on top right. I'll probably just draw the island. Play the island. Play Terra. Play Terra. Do I play Serpent here? 5 cards in hand. I feel like they're a bit stuck on mana, but then they don't have much. We don't have much interaction, so I think I'd rather just Serpent, right? I think that seems much better. And then we can look for removal with Brainstorm Lorien revealed. Like if they lead here, they're an Axebane, sure. Yeah. They're set up quite nicely, but we also have a really quick clock here, so draw. And we knew that was a Lorien reveal, but still, Brainstorm. More threats, huh? More threats is definitely something we don't need. So, pitch this. But then I would just put them back in a Lorien reveal for sake. So, I think we put back this. Put back this. Swing. And we just got to pray that they don't have anything. This isn't lethal either. So they can just take this. Okay. And then we're going to do this. Well, we don't have to do this, but we play this so we have mass amount of threats here and we pray and hope. We've got 3. Shield wall. Okay. Getting a drift. Tapping 1, 2, 3, 4 for a drift. 4 blue for another one. Sure. Can't do anything about that. All these threats are lethal as well. And they're getting a wall of some description, probably a caretaker. Okay. Yeah. Sure thing. Untap that. Sure. Makes sense. Artful dodge for game. I did this because I'm not tapping out to pay 5 to draw 3 cards here. I'm much Lily I don't know about. I'm attacking with a lot of guys that they have to block. They'll block 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. They don't need the caretakers. The walled sentinels. Yep. So left with 3 walls here. And they've got a drift and 3 unknowns. Nice, let's go! We managed to get there. Let's go. 4-1. Unfortunately with the elves, it's purely the fill rate of the deck, I think. I don't know if there's anything I could do. If you spotted anything, let me know in the comments. But yeah, pretty happy with how this league went. So, overall, I was really impressed with this league. Obviously, 4-1, pretty nice. My only thing is, I probably would even be tempted to pre-board the Deems. And I also think I do want a second sleep. I was impressed by the Ponders. It was the deep analysis that didn't really impress me. Like, the matchups are versed. Like, I don't think I wanted them. I don't think there's many blue matchups. And also, I just don't think they're needed. I probably would just put in the 2 Deem Inferiors. Or 1 Deem Inferior, an extra sleep. I really was impressed with the sleep completely. And I think other than that, this deck runs absolutely smooth as butter. I feel like 15 lands was bold, but it actually works out really well with 4 Loriens and all these draws. I'm actually quite happy with 15 lands. But other than that, I think everything works out really well. The deck really impresses me, and Stompy's obviously knocked out the park. Check out his channel as well if you due to see any type of Pauper content too. But this league was sick, and hope you guys enjoyed. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to rent this deck like I do, check out Manatraders above, and the referral link and coupon code for 10% off for the first 2 months down below. See you guys next time. Peace.